Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News TV. I am your host, Busola, and it is a time to take a look at what is making the headline this morning in our newspaper review segment. Let's start with the punch. Southwest, North Central states on high alert. Southwest, North Central states on high alert. To the next headline. Governors, police tighten surveillance as Ayedatiwa, Ododo, others urge calm amid ISWAP threats alert. Governors, police tighten surveillance as Ayedatiwa, Ododo, others urge calm amid ISWAP threats alert. To the next headline. Reps probes Jonathan's $460 million CCTV project. Rep probes Jonathan $460 million CCTV project. Or to the next. Electoral reform. Senate pushes INEC to defend election results. Electoral reforms. Senate pushes INEC to defend election results. Moving on to the next. Sanwo-Olu, Monarch, hail Oyebanji at road inauguration. Sanwo-Olu, Monarch, hail Oyebanji at road inauguration. Up to next. Terrorism trial. Kanu list Wike, Sanwo-Olu, Baratal among 23 witnesses. Terrorism trial. Kanu list Wike, Sanwo-Olu, Baratal among 23 witnesses. To the next one. Stray bullet kills tricycle rider outside Lagos hotel. Stray bullet kills tricycle rider outside Lagos hotel. To the next one. Elumelu champions private sectors as catalyst for growth. Elumelu champions private sectors as catalyst for growth. To the next. OPE unveils the 8th security future location guide at the grand finale of the Security Vote Challenge. OPE unveils the 8th Security Future Location Guide at the grand finale of the Security Vote Challenge. That's it for the punch. You move to the Vanguard. Insecurity. Defend yourselves. Governor Bago charges Naija residents. Insecurity. Defend yourself. Governor Bago charges Naija residents. Moving on to the next. Anambra Showdown 2025. Our campaign a divine project. Mass movement, says Soludo. Anambra Showdown 2025. Our campaign a divine project. Mass movement, says Soludo. To the next one. ISWAP terror threats. Ondo Kogi government reassures citizens of safety. ISWAP terror threats. Ondo Kogi government reassures citizens of safety. To the next one. Aliko Dangote to sell 10% stake in refinery on NGX. Aliko Dangote to sell 10% stake in refinery on NGX. To the next headline. ASU suspends warning strike, give federal government 1 month ultimatum. ASU suspends warning strike, gives federal government 1 month ultimatum. Moving on to the next headline. State complicity fueling religious killings in Nigeria, says faith leaders. State complicity fueling religious killings in Nigeria, says faith leaders. To the next one. Electoral Act. Burden of proof in election matters must shift to INEC, says Senate. Electoral Act. Burden of proof in election matters must shift to INEC, says Senate. And that is for the Vanguard. You move to the Nation. Federal government moves to reform revenue collection, pricing of services. Federal government moves to reform revenue collection, pricing of services. Moving on to the next headline. Kanu lists governors, ministers, military chiefs as witnesses. Kanu lists governors, ministers, military chiefs as witnesses. Up to the next. Foreign portfolios tripled to 1.8 trillion naira all-time high in Q3. foreign portfolios tripled to 1.8 trillion naira, all-time high in Q3. To next one. House of Reps open probes into Abuja $460 million CCTV contract. House of Reps opened probes into Abuja's $460 million CCTV contract. To the next headline. Police exits contributory pension scheme (CPS). Police exits contributory pension scheme (CPS). Moving on to the next. Don't panic over DSS terror alert, Ondo, Kogi tells residents. Don't panic over DSS terror alert, Ondo, Kogi tells residents. To the next one. How Yakubu Innovations ensured credible 2023 polls by IPAC chair. How Yakubu's innovations ensured credible 2023 polls by IPAC chair. To the next headline. ASU suspends warning strike. ASU suspends warning strike. Moving on to next. Senate OK bills to double health funding. Senate OK's bill to double health funding. That's it for the nation. We move to the Guardian. Federal government begins public finance reforms ahead of new tax regime in January. Federal government begins public finance reforms ahead of new tax regime in January. Up to next. Nigeria won't accept any deportees from US. Toga insists. Nigeria won't accept any deportees from US. Toga insists. To the next headline. Federal government releases 32.9 billion naira to PHCs, asks communities to track spending. Federal government releases 32.9 billion naira to PHCs, asks communities to track spending. To the next one. Northern leaders back Tinubu as opposition caution APC alleged attack. Northern leaders back Tinubu as opposition caution APC alleged attack. Moving on to the next headline. Kanu lists Sanwo-Olu, Wike, Umahi, Malami, others as witnesses in terrorism trial. Kanu lists Sanwo-Olu, Wike, Umahi, Malami, others as witnesses in terrorism trial. To the next one. Senate silence on early voting, shifts electoral burden of proof to INEC. Senate silence on early voting, shifts electoral burden of proof to INEC. Up to next. Federal government raises concerns over crude supply to refineries, gas flaring. Federal government raises concerns over crude supply to refineries, gas flaring. Up to next. ASU continues negotiation, suspends 2-week warning strike. ASU continues negotiation, suspend 2 weeks warning strike. And that's it for our newspaper review segment. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to join us again next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and updates on Global Entertainment News TV. Once again, I've been your host, Busola, and have a wonderful day.